Welcome back. We are on episode 4 of the OSAT One Skill at a Time account. So we are leveling agility all the way to 99 before we level any other skill or get XP in any other skill. Welcome if you haven't already seen any of the videos. If you're new to it, you can go back and watch the previous ones on the channel. But we are making a good start at 25 agility and pushing forward. This series is going to be a lot of running laps for right now. And it's probably going to be a little bit of boring content, but I will try to entertain you, talk about random stuff, just be myself and be personable, which I'm totally not, but we'll try anyways. Sorry if you can hear my dogs in the background. One is nibbling on his butt. I wish I could do that when mine itched. Not really. Maybe if I remember, I will show a picture of him. He is a little terror, but he is super funny looking, and we love him. I know the last one was a 15-minute video, and I wanted to see if you like that one better or you like the longer 45-minute videos. If you throw it on in the background and just let it sit, or if your attention span can only handle 10-15 minutes. Which mine, I watch a lot of shorts, so sometimes it's limited in scope of how much I can deal with. But sometimes I just throw it on the background and play some RuneScape. I'm going to be posting some of the levels later because I kind of get to a point where it was Thanksgiving, so I was just leveling. And I took screenshots of the levels I could, so I'll kind of just post them in rapid succession. I put in the video before that I wanted to do a Taskman series, potentially. One of my friends asked if I would do that, and, pretty much demanded it, so I'll possibly do that. I'm trying to max sailing at the same time on my alt. Make some money because he is broke. I am going to be starting an alt channel, another one that deals with art and just kind of whatever I feel like drawing or making, because that stuff is really calming to me, and I'm at a stage where I just want to do things that are more mentally and just all around fulfilling to me. I worked for a long time and just would rather just take my time and chill, do things I want to do. But I have enough, with the business to last a year or so. So hopefully I make money during that time, but we will see. I have a couple of, channels that I run, so I'm trying to figure out which one's the best, and the upload schedules are different. One's a shorts channel, one's not. I actually have 2 shorts channels. So I have a finance one right now where I talk about debt relief and different debt strategies, because I learned a lot when I was 26. I learned a lot when I was in college. I did work as a debt relief consultant for a while, and it helped me get myself debt free. So any help that I can share with someone else is what I'm going to do. I built on that and started investing and saving and everything like that. Now taking this time to invest in myself and hopefully make a career change into something that I would rather do. As I spent time in the Army dealing with satellite communications and telecom, stuff like that. And then that pretty much became my career. I did go to college and got an associate's degree in art. And then I took a little break from that. And then went to Market Grace. Oh, sorry. Late night. But I went to game design school and got an associate's there. I really enjoyed it. I went to Full Sail University online. I was working full-time, 40, 50 hours a week, and then going to school. This was back before my daughter was little, but hold on, I gotta work on something. Dropping some stuff on sailing right now. There we go. But I had a little more time. Dang. I had a little more time to, focus on that. What really bummed me out was towards the end of the degree, it was all focused on working as a team in team building classes, but not focused on game design. That is what really drew me away from that, because I was older than everyone else there, and I had already done lots of team building stuff. I was in the military, so very used to working in a team, leading a team, being a part of a team, and I just didn't like my grades and stuff depending on other people when I would get stuff done almost immediately and then have to deal with trying to hound other people. And there was 3 classes in a row like that, and I was just done with it. I was like, I'm going to get my associate certificate because I had plenty of credits, and then I was done. I didn't really need it because I wasn't going to use the degree, but it was something that I was interested in. And sometimes you just have to do something you're interested in. I feel like I started a story and can't remember what it was. Oh well. getting close to 27, I believe. Agility is my least favorite skill, and to really test myself, that's why I went for that one first. I would know if I was really going to do this if I could get through agility. So far in the progress, you'll see in the later videos, it is going pretty well. You know, I got a little side detour of the sailing content that I will be doing too. Might start a gaming channel because I just want to play all sorts of different games. Like, I want to have a channel where I stick to 27, woohoo! I want to have a channel where I kind of stick to RuneScape because I've played that game my entire life, just about, and you know, it's one of my favorites and very nostalgic. But I also like playing mobile games, so I want to maybe play some of those and then play some other ones. There is a new MMO that came out. I forget what it's called now, but it just came out recently, and apparently it's decent. So I'm looking to try that out. But also I have Ashes of Creation. The alpha's coming out, and I've played in the public test realm and a bunch of other, you know, private tests and whatnot for the game. So I'm super excited that's finally gonna come out in a better state with new content and everything. I've been waiting for that game for a decade. I contributed to summer Kickstarter campaign. I paid for lifetime membership to the game, so pretty excited for that. I normally don't do things like that, but I really like the concept and kind of where they were going, and I followed it on and off since then. That's the only game I've done that for. I did buy a $60 pack for Star Citizen, which that may or may not come out in the next 20 years. After another $1 billion is invested in it with no result. It's disappointing too, because the game's got potential, but you know, they need to limit the scope, release something, iterate over time, but like get it in a functionable, playable state, the smaller scope, and then make big content drops. Because it's an MMO, you're not expecting it to be perfect. But I think that is where we'll end today. Please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.